Howdy, folks. It's Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. It's the middle of the afternoon, and we are back to filming Britannia. We are on turn 10. So the only reinforcements that are coming on, potentially on turn 10, is a single angle leader, Ofa. If the angles at the beginning of their turn still control North Mercia, they will get that leader. Right now, Oswi is there. From last turn, he won't be removed until the beginning of the angle tune. So if anyone tries to take North Mercia away, Oswi will be there to defend it. And if they hold it, they will gain Ofa. We do vote for Brett Waldo. That is the first thing to do. So the Saxons have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Brigantes have 1, 2, 3, 4. The Irish have another one. So between them, the Reds will just say, hey, we'll throw it to the Saxons. You know, maybe it's someone, hey, the Brigantes, what about us? Can't we beat Britt Waldo? Yeah, you can do that as that Red player. You could all dump your votes to any one of those if you want to do it. Doesn't really matter because all those points are added up together. But the Saxons want it, dang it. All right, so 2 more points for the Saxons. Turn 10. Everybody, I believe, has turn 10 points that we will score at the end. These 2 points are at the beginning. They're in the bank, so to speak. But we will be scoring points. So people will pay attention. This might be a little slower turn because they're paying attention to the points. But let's get on with it. The Welsh are first. This is the first part of turn 10. Powys, 2. Each other in Wales, 1. Each other area outside of Wales, half. That's pretty much the way it was way back in turns 4 and 7. It'll be the same here. So, right now, they have this, that. They might want to try to get Diffid back. Let's see if they can do it. So, 1, 2, 3 and a half. They have a half saved up, so they get to get an army, and they'll go up to having 1 pot play. So they get their army. Let's put it here. They're going to go in whole hog. They're going to actually back out of Cheshire for now. It's only worth a half point to them. They want to try to protect the core of them. Irish don't have boats anymore. Maybe they want to... so, you know, they can choose. You have 1 overstack. So normally it's 3, 2 for regular dudes. That's overstacked. If they put 3 here, that would also be overstacked. So for now, they'll leave 2 there. So they got 4 armies going up against 3 Irish. It's just a small advantage, but they have to grind it down when they can here. Can't wait too long. The Irish do have a place to retreat to across the straits there. Let's see here. If we tilt, we don't need to see that bottom part. We can show that up here right now. All right, you should be able to see that okay. So again, it's in the clear. 5 or 6s, 4 black dice for attack, 3 on defense for the Irish. Boom. 1 hit, that's a 6. 1 hit. So they're grinding each other down, but the Welsh advantage is a little more. Well, it's now 3 against 2. Boy. The Irish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can grow back their 2 potentially. The Irish had 2.5 saved up. 2, 3. They're going to grow 1 no matter what. they hold everything, they're going to grow and still keep their 2.5 in the bank. I think they'll retreat. They won't be overstacked because they can have one overstack. They would be not overpopulated because they can have 6. So I mean, the overpopulation comes at the end of their turn, but they'll be able to grow and yeah, better for them to potentially counterattack. Well, they could potentially send 4 back or something if they want to grind the war. All right. So the Welsh are done. The Welsh are looking at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points there if they hold all that. All right. Moving on. Who is next? The Brigantes. Remember to do pop growth. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. They have 5 points. So they get an army and go up to having 2 Brigantes. All right. Let me pull out the Brigante card to look at real quick. Turn 10. Woo, Strathclyde, 4 points. Cumbria, 3. Bernicia, Dunedin, Galloway, York, 2. So, you know, they've got Galloway. Cumbria's worth 3. Bernicia's empty right now. So they probably might want to throw at least 1 in there and see, well, what are you going to do about it, Yorkie guys? The angles are there now. So potentially a lot of good points. They don't get anything for Lothian. Well, each other area is 1. Lothian's potentially 1, but Bernicia's 2. They're not going to go fight Dunedin. They're going to let these guys duke it out of here, I think. Keep Strathclyde safe. That's worth good points. Don't want to risk the wrath of other folk. All right, so Strathclyde. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see if they. That is worth more. It's worth big points. They just put 1 in Bernicia, knowing that it could be taken from them. The question is, do we want to put 1 here or here? Do they want to come down and grab Cheshire? Spread out more, grow, grow, grow. They've got still like 5 army potential to grow. Yeah, it looks like those Danes and is it the Norwegians are showing up? Yep, Norsemen, not Norwegians. Norwegians are way at the end. Norwegians are purple at the end. Norsemen, which are red, they're out. So Brigantes, don't worry about them at all. They worry about the Danes potentially. But what the Danes do? The Danes could push into Galloway or something. I don't remember if the Danes value. Galloway is worth good points. It's 2. It's worth 2. No, turn 10. It's worth 3. No. 2. It's Cumbria that's worth 3. So they could say, hey, let's defend here. Like right now, by going down here, they're actually potential better growth. It's an extra point. This is fine. No one's getting there this turn. The Danes, when the Danes show up, the Danes go after. The Danes are in position right before the Utes. That looks good. Brigantes saying, hey, I'm not fighting right now. I'm just growing. Flexing my muscle after that. They remember having submitted to the Romans. All right, the Picts have just 2 little places. Let's look up there better. Let's zoom in. All right. So they get 1 point. They're split here to here. 1 point. They had 2 saved up, so they do get to grow. That makes them feel a little better. All right, they're going to be overpopulated, so they have to try to attack. Otherwise, they're just going to lose it. The Picts. What are their points? Pick. My feel picked upon, they say. All right. Turn 10. Each area, doesn't matter. Now, their general thing is never score points for holding an area south of Galloway, Lothian, or Rhodesia. So, never down here. So, but they're not they're not down that far at all. So, any territory they can control is worth the point. They could attack Dunedin, but they're all spread. This gives them a chance to link up. But those darn Caledonians are growing big. They're bothering. They're getting their revenge from getting picked on early there. I think, yeah, see, if they weaken this too much, they'll want to fight there, but if you hit here, oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's try to make a play where they actually have a chance to have a little bit of advantage. 3 dice, rolling for 6s against a single guy defending the 5 or 6. So 6s, a 5 or 6. They get their hit. They're not hit back. The Scot is hurt. The Picts celebrate. They actually were able to net, grow an army, and take a territory back, not lose anything. They are feeling good. Alrighty. Moving on. Caledonians. They have 4 Hillans. That is worth 2 points of pop growth. They cashed in last time, so they're at 0, so they're up to 2. They do not grow, but they're feeling good about themselves. Now, Caledonians. I believe that this is, yeah, they no longer get 2 points for Caithness. Let's see. There. Come on, there. Hebrides and Orkneys are stored 2, but Caithness is now only worth 1. Right, they can get points for Dalriada, Moray, and Skye, but not Mar. Moray, Skye. I don't know. Jesus. No, I don't think they want to. They don't want to go one-on-one. That's just throwing an army away. The odds of succeed. I mean, it's possible, but they will grow next turn. Mora is nice and centralized. Caithness is not worth as much point. But if they move back to Caithness, their next Orkneys, it depends on. I haven't checked. I don't remember what the Norseman targets are. I really think they're spread out, potentially all along this coast. But I'm not going to look right now. I just think the Caledonians are just going to sit. They're happy. They're growing. They're going to score 6 points again. Caithness had still been worth 2. It'd be up to 7 points, but it's not. 6 points. That looks good. So let's go ahead and move on and do the Irish and the Scots, and then we'll end it there. Saving our Utes, Saxon, and Angles for the end. Irish, Irish. All right, so let's not forget the growth. So let's see here. We need to twist and shout. Let's zoom back out. There we go. Now that we're looking here, the Irish are in these 3 territories. These are Saxon here. These 3. So 1 point and a half each for those. So that's 2 total points. The Irish is sitting at 2.5. So they will have 1.5 after they grow. Right? 2. Take 1 for that. 3 to grow. 2.5. 1.5. Yes. So they get 1 army. And well, they're obviously not going to fight the Saxons. So do they jump into here and try to kill 1 army in the Highlands, or try to kill 3 armies in the plains? Well, let's see what the victory conditions are. So, Avalon, they have it. It is worth 1. Cheshire, so far away. Cornwall, they have it. Cumbria, so far away. Devon, they have it. Diffid and Gwynedd. So, Gwent is not worth any points to them. So, the Irish are going to try to make a stab here. So they'll take them all in, all 4. He'll spread out to there like this. Avalon's safe from the Saxons. The Welsh can't get there directly unless they come around this way. So Devon is potentially targetable, but if they don't succeed, they'll retreat back. If they do succeed, the feud will continue between the Welsh and the Irish. All right, so this is the exact opposite of what the Welsh were hitting 4 against 3. So needing 5 or 6s. The Welsh are the defenders now, and the Irish are the attackers. Oh, well, it didn't fall out. It wasn't cocked. Technically, it was flat. I'm going to move it there and keep it. 1 hit by the Irish against the Welsh. 2 hits back. Blood and guts. The defenders decide first whether to retreat or not. If the Welsh, if they just kill each other off, the Welsh will grow back faster than the Irish will right now. They have a bigger base. Even if the Welsh take that 2, 3, 2.5. No, it depends on who takes it. If they wipe each other out, it's empty, and the Welsh are minorly ahead. But they have 1 saved up. The Irish have 1.5 saved up. The Welsh are going to stand. The Welsh are going to stand. So the question is, do the Irish retreat? Red is doing so well partly because they're conserving their forces. The Irish were relatively cautious early on. Saxons have done well and have been a little conservative in their counterattacks. The Brigantes, they submitted at the earliest possible moment to the Romans, and they had a good strength of army. They're not trying to expand out too fast. So maybe they continue with the formula. The Irish are going to retreat. They'll have 5 armies. They're not overpopulated. This one is overstacked, but that's fine. They have 1 overstack. They're retreating. All right. And now the Scots. The Scots have 1.5 points of pop growth. They had 0 left over, so they don't grow anything. Oh, there are 4 armies. Let's see. Scots card for their points are turn 10. Same as turn 7, which is Dalriada, Dunedin, Skye 2, each of the area 1. Never points for south of Lothian or Galloway. That's fine. So Dunedin and Dalriada, they're getting 2 points. Skye, they could get 2 more. Wow. They don't want to get wiped out. The Scots are a little more aggressive. They should be more cautious, but they're going to try it. They're going to say, we're going for points. We're going for points. This might not be smart, but we're going to try it. They'll retreat if they lose 1. So Scots have 2 dice for a 6. There's 1 5 or 6 against them. The Picts could retreat to here. Well, let's see what happens. All right. Can you see that? I got it. Zoom in up there so we can see the action better. All right. And there's the dice thing. So, that's 2 Scots and Skye. 2 chances for 6. Miss, and they're hit. Boom. The Scot says, oh no. This guy says, up yours. And the Scots will retreat. These guys are, the Picts are feeling even better about themselves. All right, so we're going to call it there. That'll leave the Utes, Saxon, and Angles for our next video. It's just after 20 minutes. That's not bad. So let's zoom back out here and take a look at that whole board. Utes are split up between here. They might do something over here to get more points, but maybe not. Maybe they're content to just keep their points and not anger the Saxons too much. And if they stay alive until the Danes show up, then maybe they have a little more leverage in being adventuresome. And obviously the Saxons and the Angles will be pounding on each other in one way or another, I'm sure. But that is for the next video. So, all you good folks out there, take care and ciao.